Good morning. Welcome to SSUC. I am Christopher, and my pronouns are he, him. I never know whether to stop at Chris or to just keep on going. I kept on going. You're welcome in this circle this morning, no matter who you are, no matter you've been here many times or this is your first time. Welcome, whether you're here in this circle, warming the space, or finding yourself in your own space online, wherever you happen to be. Welcome and good morning. This is a place to wonder, to question, to express our gratitude, our grief, our joy, our frustration with living life in this world, and everything in between. We do it together as community because it is easier, it is better, it is more connected that way. And so this is the place to be together for us right now. Welcome also to the continuation of our Sunday series, The Stories of Our Lives, where we're exploring 7 classic story arcs as a way to understand our own stories and the stories we're living out and living them more deeply. So this week we are all exploring the way we are living into the story of our quest. Whatever quest we might be on, whatever quest might be in front of us, there's always something. So welcome and glad we're all here together.
Hello. Oh, is it? Hello. Doesn't sound on.
Hello. My name is Lauren. My pronouns are she, her, and I am your gathering companion for this morning. As is our custom, we share affirmations of our commitment to the colors of diversity that are a treasured part of our welcome each time we gather. Let's celebrate that in this community, that we are all welcome to be who we are and who we're becoming. Every one of us, let us speak this for ourselves and for each other. As we work together, building a more open and expansive community for all people. We welcome and affirm all sizes, all ages, all colors, all cultures, all genders, all sexualities, all abilities, all learning styles and neurotypes, all religions or none, all people. Welcome to community. We gather with gratitude for this place that we now sit, for the reality that is ancient and beautiful land, part of our Mother Earth, sacred in its very existence. We are grateful for this land, cared for by the indigenous ones who dwelled here, for the Cree people, the Papas-Chase First Nation, for the Métis of Central Alberta. We recognize the hurt that has come as a result of the land and the hope of reconciliation and partnership we might live now and in the future. In many indigenous cultures, the gift of fire is believed to be the giver of new life and is often associated with fertility. Fire is the element that requires the utmost care and attention, since it can bring new life and take life away. Fire can devastate land during times of drought and can provide renewal and natural cleansing during times of burning. The element of fire provides the gifts of energy sources and warmth. So let's light our candle now as a symbol of energy and warmth. The work that is ours and the earth's in bringing life to our days, in bringing warmth to our nights, and in bringing energy and connection to our relationships with each other. In honor of the gift of fire, we light our candle.
the Papas Chase First Nation, the Cree, Blackfoot, Métis, Nakota Iska, Iroquois, Deneta, the Saulteaux, Inuit, Métisa.
Let's continue that spirit of gentle opening and prayer as we strengthen our own intentions as we come into this time with each other, as we enter into a time of openness and learning. Let's speak or read these words, and I will lead us. We come together with open hearts, ready to see our lives with new clarity. Let's invite ourselves into stories that reveal places for celebration and for healing. Let's open ourselves to the humility to listen, the courage to repair, and the joy of connection. May this time awaken in us a spirit of curiosity, compassion, and transformation. And may we find in the stories we live the path that leads us to wholeness. Time for all ages. Anyone's welcome to the carpet. If you're small, if you're tall, if you're young, if you're youngish. Young at heart is the right phrase, I'm told. Young at heart. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in.
Hello.
Come on up.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday. I brought a friend. Lauren's here.
Hi.
Lauren's going to help us today because we're going to talk about something and we're going to learn it with our bodies. So, does anyone know what the word quest means? If you were going to go on a quest, what would that mean? Any ideas?
It means you're like going to try and get something on a big event.
Oh, yes. You're going on a big adventure. Maybe you have to find something. Maybe you're doing something else. Who knows? But you're going somewhere on an adventure. So, have you ever been on a quest? No quests? No adventures?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll come back to that question afterward, okay? Because we're gonna learn a bit more. Okay, so sometimes, like I'll give you a few examples. Sometimes you have to, you notice that it's a friend's birthday coming up, and they're having a party, and you wanna get them a gift.
But you don't have enough money?
No, you can have enough money. That's a different quest. If you don't have enough money, you're right. You have to earn some money. That's a side quest that you need to do before. Anyway, that's very complicated. But the quest, have you ever gone shopping for a gift for someone? You don't know what it's going to be until you see it? Well, then you've been on a quest. Ever done a scavenger hunt? Where you get clues or you have to find stuff? Yeah, okay, then you've been on a quest then. Okay, amazing. Lauren and I are going to tell you that every quest has 4 parts. Bet you didn't know that. So, we're going to learn these. The first one is like, you have to know kind of what you want to do. So, something calls to you. It's called the call. The call. What? Oh, the call looks like this. Maybe it's a problem, a need, a dream. You need to do something. Something says, come on, let's go. We need to do something. So it's the call. We listen for it. Okay. The second one is the journey. What's the journey look like, Lauren? Oh, yeah, okay.
We're going to need you to stand up. Well, not yet.
We can stand up.
Yeah. I mean, how will you walk if you're not standing?
Right. We have to walk. Okay. So you have to go on an adventure. You have to do the thing that you listen to and you were called to. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's fun. You probably have helpers along the way, and you'll find that it's not always easy.
Like the Wizard of Oz?
Totally. That's a big quest.
That's a great example.
Like literally like a few days ago.
Yeah.
I literally went to like a show of the Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz, perfect quest. The third one, the treasure. Something in there? The treasure. After some effort, after you do the journey and a lot of work, some ups and downs, you're going to find what you're looking for, I hope. Sometimes it's a thing, but sometimes the treasure is something else. Sometimes it's a feeling. Sometimes it's a sense of, yes, I did it. Sometimes it's something you learned along the way as you were having an adventure. So, the treasure. And then the fourth one, returning. Oh, I like that one. You open your arms big like that. You return home again, but you're different. You have your treasure, and it's not just for you. Sometimes that treasure's for you, sometimes it's for everyone, or one person, some people. So we're going to do all four together, Lauren. Okay, so the call. Call. You have to listen. Journey.
If you don't want to stand, you can just do this.
The treasure. Where's the treasure? Okay. And the return. Ah. We're home. Okay. Lauren, you need a microphone.
Oh, I do. Thank you. Once, there was a kid named Sam who loved their little sister very much. One day, Sam's little sister lost her favorite blue bunny. She cried and cried. Sam felt the call. I have to find that bunny. So Sam went on the journey under the bed.
Can we give him a nickname?
A nickname for the bunny?
No.
Or for
the guy.
for Sam?
Yes.
I think Sam's already kind of a nickname. Oh, Sammy? Sammy went on a journey under the bed, behind the couch, out into the backyard, even into the cold garage. It was dark and a little spooky, but Sam kept going. Then finally, Sammy found the bunny stuck behind a box, the treasure.
Yay.
And Sam ran home to give it back, and Sammy discovered something new. I'm braver than I thought. Sammy brought the treasure, courage, and kindness back home.
Yay.
The end.
What a short little story, but that had all four parts, didn't it? We did the moves. We recognized it. So I just wanted to tell you this. You don't have to be in a movie or in a big TV show or in some grand epic to be on a quest. Every time you want to learn something new or help someone or fix a problem, you are on a quest. And the treasure you bring back, it might be something you find at a store, but it's also going to be something you find in yourself. Like Sammy found courage to go in that cold garage, or imagination, or whatever it is you find on that quest. It's going to help you, and maybe it's going to help other people too.
That
So,
literally reminded me about good.
before we go to Kid Spirit, let's do our four moves one more time. Let's see, and you can lead them this time. Okay, ready? You're going to listen and look and hear and see the call. The call, right? And you're going to want to take up that call, and you're going to want to do it. So you're going to go on a journey. Yes. And somewhere along that journey, you're going to find a treasure. A treasure, right? A thing or maybe something inside of you. And then you're going to bring that treasure home. Yes, and it's going to help you and it's going to help everyone else. Amazing. Lauren, thanks. We did it.
Yay!
Woo! We took our own little quest this morning on the carpet, and we did it. Okay. Kid Spirit, Youth Space, you're welcome wherever you happen to go this morning. Great to see you all.
That story literally reminded me about Sam from Creature Kids.
Sorry. Did this last. Anyway, we have a song to sing you. I keep forgetting. We have a song to sing you, kids. You can stay here. You can stay wherever you are. But we want you to hear this song, okay? We've been practicing, and we've got a song for you.
Mike is on this time.
I want you to listen to everyone sing it, okay? This is for you.
Young ones among us, the ones who we cherish and wonder and learn as we walk side by side. Your honesty guides us, your questions invite us. We love and support you and share our light. We trust in our future, our courage to nurture. We'll follow the path where love learns to go. Young ones among us, the ones who we cherish, we love and support you and share our light.
So we want you to hear that. Every time you hear that song from now on, you're going to know that all the people in this room love you and cherish you and support you in all the things you do and will share light with each other. Okay? I'm sorry to do this. Now let's go. It was a false alarm.
Go on your journeys.
So, some time for some invitations and welcomes into community with the things that are going on in the life of SSUC and beyond. So, if you've got something to share this morning, please come up and we'll hear from you. As you're doing that, I want to share with you that yesterday was March the 14th. It was Pi Day, which is not only for the math geeks, but thanks to the work of Affirm United and Affirming Connections within the United Church of Canada, Pi Day has become a celebration and an honoring of our affirming journey, of the way that we build welcoming, affirming, inclusive communities. And we do that cleverly with the use of the acronym PI with an E on the end, so that we remember that we do everything we do in our affirming work to be public, to be intentional, and to be explicit about that welcome and that affirmation. So from our moderator, here's a short message about Pi Day. Since we didn't gather for pie yesterday, maybe you had some, and maybe someone brought some today for lunch. Who knows? Here's our moderator speaking about Pi Day this year.
Hey friends, last year's Pi Day celebrated the artistry of singers, songwriters, and choirs. The Pi Day Song Contest showed a joyful way to be public, intentional, and explicit. And those songs continue to inspire worship and spark conversations across the country. This year, our Pi Day theme is crafting community. We're taking creativity beyond music, celebrating woodcutters, crocheters, painters, gardeners, bakers, everyone who creates something beautiful and helps to weave connection. As moderator, I'm excited to join Pi Day 2026 by baking a pie, which I've never done before, using a recipe from Bless, Break, and Share. That's our United Church Lenten devotional. It's a reminder that every table, every meal can be a place of spiritual nourishment and welcome. We know that Christ comes to us as the bread of life and calls us to feed one another, body and soul. That's deep spirituality. We also know that queer rights are under threat and anti-2S and LGBTQIA+ hatred is rising. That's why we must live into our faith boldly, showing up at pride rallies, in worship, and in everyday acts of care. That's daring justice. And when we speak out against hate, create spaces of belonging, and craft community with love, that's bold discipleship. So, this Pi Day, will you join me? Let's craft community through art, through faith, through imagination made visible. Visit piday.ca to discover inspiring affirming initiatives across the country. Happy National Affirming Pi Day, and don't forget to craft community.
Morning, everyone. Thanks, May. Appreciate it. My name's Blair Anderson-Croft, he, him pronouns. I'm glad to see that there's so many people here for the AGM today because we have something new that happens this year, that when the service is over, the doors actually lock. And you cannot leave. We'll feed you and we'll provide you water. So, hopefully, as many of you that are here and those that are online will join us today for the AGM, and we will get through that and have a bite to eat. And remember, you can't leave. You have to stay. So, with that, please join us after the service for a light bite to eat, the AGM, and we will move on to next year's business of the church. So thank you.
Good morning. I'm Mary. My pronouns are she, her. I have a question for you. Is there anyone here who likes rap or heavy metal? No. Well, you're in luck then. Oh, I see. You're in luck. We have someone coming who doesn't do metal or heavy metal or rock. Says she who can't even say it. Anyway, just a way of introducing one more time and inviting you to join us this coming Friday evening here. Jeffrey Straker, who won the award for Canadian 2025 Folk Singer of the Year, is going to be here on Friday. And tickets are available. Adults are $30 and 12 and under are $15. You can talk to me after the service today, before the doors get locked. And so we take cash, checks, credit card, whatever form of payment you're able to offer. And in the office during the week, from Tuesday to Friday, from 10 to 3, and on Eventbrite. And we will have tickets at the door as well, the night of the concert. So, just to remind folks, it is a fundraiser for our refugee support work here. So we share the door receipts with Jeffrey 50-50. So that's the purpose of us having this concert. So we hope that some of you, or many of you, or even maybe all of you will come and join us on Friday. Invite your friends and neighbors or whoever you think might enjoy that evening with us. And remember, there's no heavy metal or rock involved.
There's a whole world inside this piano. As a kid I'd explore and play. Used to dream of a name on a marquee, but I stopped dreaming those dreams one day. There was a fault line between who I once was.
Come on Friday if you want to see the rest.
We should have come up during the announcements. Sorry. Check, check. Check, check, check. Hello? It's a little too loud. It is pretty loud. Check. The light before us is enough for the next step, for the next step. The light before us is enough to find our way home. The light before us is enough for the next step, for the next step. The light before us is enough to find our way home. So take it easy and take it slow, and we will find we know just how it goes. The light before us is enough to find our way home. The light before us is enough. The light before us. The light before us. The light before us. The light before us is enough. The light before us to find our way home, to find our way home. So take it easy, take it slow, and take it slow, and we will find just how to go. The light before us is enough. The light before us to find our way home, 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 find our way back home.
Now it's time for our wisdom reading. I've never done this before. Yay! Jesus gathered the 12 around him, and he began to send them out, 2 by 2. He entrusted them with the work of healing and liberation, and he told them to travel lightly, to carry no extra bag, no bread, no money, nothing that would weigh them down or make them forget their dependence on one another and the kindness of strangers. Wherever you go, he said, enter the homes that welcome you. Receive the hospitality that is offered. And if a place cannot receive you, do not carry that rejection with you. Simply move on, knowing your worth is not diminished. So they set out, companions on a shared path, bringing hope, courage, and compassion into the villages they entered. They spoke words that freed people from fear. They tended wounds of body and spirit. They lifted up those who had been pushed down. And in every place where they were welcomed, healing took root and lives were changed. This is a story from the first century Jesus tradition. May we find wisdom for our living.
Christopher Booker, who is the author of the book that I've taken these 7 story arcs from, when he describes the story arc, The Quest, he describes it as a setting out towards something of great value, facing trials that test and refine us, and returning changed. That's the story in a nutshell. But the question for us to ask is, what is that something? A literal mission, a moral imperative, an inner longing? Whatever it is, the story we are living has its own quests, its own callings toward movement and change. And we have to wonder at every stage and at every age, what is that calling and what is the quest in front of us? Booker reminds us that the real quest is always values-driven. The goal represents something good, something necessary for living into our humanity, and something life-giving for us and for others. So I guess Booker is saying that the quest is a little bit more than going to the store for a present. But when we ponder that arc in our own lives, we have to recognize the times when we stand at the edge of something new, not knowing where the path will lead and not knowing what challenges we'll face, not knowing if we're ready. I don't know about you, but when I say those words, I think, oh, this sounds like almost every week of my life. Not knowing where the path will lead, not knowing what challenges we'll face, not knowing if we're ready. I have that thought perhaps every other day when it comes to me getting to the gym or moving my body, but never mind that. The call to move isn't just literal. It's heard and seen only in the openness to setting out to find that something that will satisfy the call to change that we feel. Whether it's something we want to see changed in the world or something we want to see changed in our lives, something we want to see different in our relationships. Whatever call to change we're hearing, we're starting out with a sense of openness. We sang about that in our first song this morning. We sang a song called On This Path. And we were invited to open our eyes, our minds, our hearts, our arms, our spirits. Because on this path, the openness is what begins the journey. The quest doesn't begin with a map, but rather with willingness and readiness and quiet courage that says, I don't know the path, but I'm willing to walk it. In Mark's gospel, Jesus sends these disciples out on their first kind of real solo work that they're doing, and it's striking how vulnerable he asks them to be. He sends them in groups, probably because no one should endeavor to take on a quest by themselves. So there's wisdom there. But he tells them to take almost nothing with them. No robe, no bread, no bag, no money. Wanting them to rely on the hospitality of strangers and to rely on each other. It tells me that the quest of the spiritual life is defined by vulnerability. It's saying there's nothing you can pack that will really prepare you. The quest is defined by companionship. That we will learn these things with other people, not really by ourselves. And the quest is defined by purpose, setting out with a goal in mind. And if they do as they set out, they'll be doing it to help others, not to prove anything, not equipped with physical resources, but what's inside of them. The courage to move forward, to test their values, to face challenges with each other. They've been talking about this for who knows how long, right? They were sitting, learning the teachings of Jesus, of love, of companionship, of change. But could they test those things in their own living? This was the chance to find out. And I love that the expectations are set here. They're to expect both welcome and rejection. They're to expect good things and bad. They're to expect success and failure, which is a good way to set out on a quest. It's better than thinking, everything is going to be great here. Everything we do is going to succeed. It's more trial and error than that. The mission to serve others, and they may bring healing or liberation or blessing wherever they go, but they're not going to bat 1,000. They are not going to have all success, and it won't be all roses. But they will find new communities, stronger sense of living what they've been hearing, a sense of love in action and service to humanity. And maybe more than that, strength in their own body and spirit. That's such a good example of quest as part of our lived story. To go into it with realistic expectations, but to go into it knowing, okay, the things that we think will protect us and help us may not, and we aren't doing it alone. It's going to be brand new. Because of the kind of person I am, I can't possibly talk about the quest story arc without a quintessential example of that story being told. And it's really The Lord of the Rings. If you've read these books, good for you. If you've seen the movies, if not, it's a recommendation. They are a little violent, I'll tell you that. But the whole series is a giant quest, with a few dozen side quests along the way. But at its heart, we read in J.R.R. Tolkien's work, or as Peter Jackson portrayed it in the films, the setting out on this quest sets up the themes for us perfectly. In the land of this story, there are multiple rings, but there is one ring that rules them all. And so this one ring is very powerful. And in the wrong hands, well, actually in anyone's hands, this ring is dangerous for its sheer power to elicit violence, war, greed. And it's decided that this ring must be destroyed for the good of all. In the fires of Mordor, a dangerous journey. And so, representatives of all the different creatures and people of the world come together, or at least of this world. They come together and they have a council and they decide, well, if we agree that the ring should be destroyed, how? How? Who will take on this journey? Who will carry the ring? Who will take on this dangerous, uncertain, world-shaping quest? And having set that up, I'll show you a little clip.
One does not simply walk into Mordor. Its black gates are guarded by more than just orcs. There is evil there that does not sleep. And the great Eye is ever watchful. It is a barren wasteland, riddled with fire and ash and dust. The very air you breathe is a poisonous fume. Not with 10,000 men could you do this. It is folly.
Have you heard nothing Lord Elrond has said? The ring must be destroyed.
I suppose you think you're the one to do it.
And if we fail, what then? What happens when Sauron takes back what is his?
I will be dead before I see the ring in the hands of an elf.
When?
No one must allow.
will take the ring to Mordor. I do not know the way.
I will help you bear this burden, Frodo Baggins, as long as it is yours to bear.
By my life or death, I can protect you. I will. You have my sword. And you have my bow.
And my axe.
Carry the phrase of us all, little one. If this is indeed the will of the council, then Gondor will see it done.
Mr. Frodo's not going anywhere without me.
No, indeed, it is hardly possible to separate you, even when he is summoned to a secret council, and you are not.
Wait! We're coming too! We'll have to send us home tied up in a sack to stop it.
Anyway, you need people of intelligence on this sort of mission. Quest. Thing.
Well, that rules you out. 9 companions. So be it. You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring.
Right. Where are we going?
So now, as with good literature, as with good filmmaking, there are lines that ring true within the movie and in the lives of us watching it. And so really has a truer phrase been spoken about the quest of when Frodo says, "I will take the ring, though I do not know the way." It's one of the most vulnerable and inspiring sentences, because we recognize that when we set out on whatever spiritual journey, on whatever quest, on whatever challenge that we need to tackle in our lives, we can say the same thing. I want to tackle this, though I do not know the way. The quest does always lead to the unknown. None of us knows what lies ahead in our own journeys, and if growth, if deepening our lives, if living our values and listening that call to do and be who we can be takes us to ponder many unknowns, then that is what we're up for. And there's no doubt that being open and willing to follow those calls is scary and takes courage. Stepping into a new role. Risking enough to take leadership in an area. Walking with someone through grief. Reevaluating our relationships. Facing a diagnosis. Entering a season of change. Responding to a world in need. And so many, many, many more. The quest is not always glamorous. It's honest and vulnerable and deeply human. I will do it, though I don't know the way, is the bravest thing any of us can say when we hear and see a call to a new journey in front of us. And there's no doubt that taking on that adventure and that challenge, that quest will change us. And that is the point, because we hear that call and we go on that journey, we will find a treasure. Maybe the one we set out to find, or maybe something totally different. But we will find something, and we will bring it home. And we will discover something we didn't know we had. We will discover our strengths in the very moments we feel the least prepared. that's not just the challenge of living. That is a spiritual quest we are all on. So if you feel ill-prepared for what's in front of you, if you feel like you don't know how you're going to navigate what's ahead of you, know that you're in good company. This is the quest. And the learning and the companionship and the connection along the way will be treasures we can all value. As we've done with a couple of our story arcs, we will share a few questions for reflection, and we might choose to ponder one or more of them right now, or take them with us through our week, as they'll be here on this screen, but also they will be in the e-messenger that you'll find on Tuesdays and Fridays, and you can follow that in my blog and find all these questions there for your reflection. So, for our time right now, what quest are you on right now? What are you pursuing, searching for, finding your way toward? Who are your companions? Or what companions can you seek? What gifts do you bring to the journey? What unknowns are you facing? What courage are you needing? What value purpose is calling you forward? Let these questions settle gently, let them open something into you, and we'll take just a few moments and we'll call us back together with the singing bowl.
nothing can guarantee life free of trials. No one will always be free from pain. But when the cold winds blow and the long waves roll, and they knock me over again, and I'm laid down low, comes a caring world and an outstretched hand, and I know that I'm not alone while I get back on my feet again. Nothing when your peace is reared, conflicts will happen, troubles must be endured, problems solved. But when the cold winds blow and the long waves roll, and they knock me over again, and I'm laid down low, come a caring word and an outstretched hand, and I know that I'm not alone while I get back on my feet again. And when cold winds blow and the long winds roll, and they knock me over again, and we're laid down low, comes a caring world and an outstretched hand, and we know that we're not alone while we get back on our feet again. While we get back on our feet again.
Most of life happens in the in-between time. In between planning and doing, life tends to happen. In the learning, in the stumbling, in the rising again, in the slow becoming, and we grow in the meantime. We learn in the meantime. We become in the meantime. The quest is not lived in the grand moments, but in the daily steps we take with courage. And so here's to a courageous step, an outstretched hand, and a caring word for each of us.